Here are the rotation options then in the Astros. If you have Hunter Brown at the bottom of it, like with all that success. But I just want to throw in, back with Xavier Scruggs and Anthony Recker. Yeah, they had so much success in the postseason. It's like, oh, they're fine. I just want to point, Justin Verlander had 175 innings of a 175 last year. They're going to miss that a little bit, right? How do you think they're set up?
I think they're set up phenomenally. I mean, they've always had the depth, right? And a lot of those young guys, whether it's Valdez or Urquidy, Garcia, Javier, I mean, he has stepped up and gone on to a whole new level with what he did last year and what he's going to be capable of as finally a full-time starter. And I think that's something to really think about. Lance McCullers only pitched half the season last year. This rotation is set up phenomenally. Then you talk about the fact that you have a huge prospect in Hunter Brown with the power stuff that he does, with an organization that is known for producing and getting the most out of every pitcher. Even if it's a veteran who comes in via free agency or some of these young guys, they are going to get the most out of them. You have 6 dynamic options at the top of your rotation, and when you talk about that and moving forward, none of them are getting towards the end of their career. They're all in the prime or very early in their career, and that's why I see this team and this organization just continuing to ascend.
Yeah, I mean, we got to be real. They did lose a Cy Young pitcher, but I think when you talk about depth and why this team is so good is because they can have a 6th and 7th option that can still be able to perform at a very high level. And when you talk about Hunter Brown, I think the most important thing is he's seen some high leverage innings when it comes to the playoffs last year and what he did down the stretch. So I think that the nervousness, anxiousness factor is going to be gone, especially when you have a whole rotation that can help support him. And then you think about that's why the bullpen is so good as well, because you saw all those guys' numbers and how many innings they threw. Those guys were able to go deep in the ball games. That helps your bullpen have the rest they need and to continue to perform throughout the course of the season.
Well, and that bullpen was the best in the big leagues last year, and they didn't lose any of their main pieces. So they are going to be very, very good again. So they're set up to support a young staff or guys, kind of going out there and learning the ropes, maybe not necessarily having those consistent, great starts, every 5 days. They can support a Hunter Brown having a bad game here and there, or even some of the others, which you wouldn't really expect from them because they have track record.
You just bring up the bullpen. Rafael Montero was brought back in.
Yep.
And it brings to mind that for a part of this, what was essentially kind of a tumultuous yet celebratory offseason for the Astros, they let their GM walk, James Click, and the team owner, Jim Crane, was essentially running the club until he brought in a new GM.